Live, Laugh, Larceny discusses true petty crimes that may be disturbing to some.
Or could be easy listening to all you psychopaths out there.
All stories are based on actual events, but details may vary.
Listener discretion is not advised.
Live,
Laugh,
Larceny. Welcome to Live, Laugh, Larceny. When you try to sell your soul, but potential buyers say there's no value. This is Trevin.
And I'm Amanda, and we are joined today by a lovely podcast guest, Madison. Would you like to say hello to everybody?
Hi, everybody.
Yes, welcome Madison McGhee from Ice Cold Case.
I'm so excited.
Oh, I might be just as excited, if not more. But Madison, before we talk about our dreadful dilemmas this week, do you want to go ahead and tell our doomed crew a little bit about your show?
Yeah, so I have a podcast called Ice Cold Case. I am investigating the murder of my father, John Cornelius McGhee. He went by JC. It's a pretty intense show compared to this.
Absolutely.
But if you're looking for some diversity, it's really like a heavy deep dive into one case. So I've spent years and years of my life really diving into the details, uncovering sources, uncovering information that was never known to the police, and just trying to solve this really crazy case that's just like so deeply personal to me. And that it's like my first podcast, my first true crime thing. That's me.
Wow, that's insane. Kudos to you. That sounds like not only would it be just a lot of hard work, but it's like personal and a very deep-rooted thing. So, wow.
Yeah, it's tough. I noticed this when I first did this show and started talking about it. I smile the entire time I'm talking about it because I think it's like this weird coping thing. It's so like wildly uncomfortable and like dark. And I feel like when I talk about it, I mean, now more so it's different because I'm talking to like true crime people. But when I would talk about it before at like a birthday party or to my friends, it's like, this is dark and weird and stop talking, you're ruining the vibe. So I just started smiling all the time and it made people listen to me more. But it is really heavy and it's really weird. I grew up loving true crime. Like I loved it so much. I watched America's Most Wanted every Saturday and I like loved any sort of true crime recre show. And the whole time my dad had been murdered and I had no idea. And I'm watching these shows. And I think it was this weird, like I was preparing myself for this moment to investigate the case or to like see things that I saw in these shows that were suspicious that I could call out later in my dad's case. And to be on the other side of it is very, very weird now as like the person creating the thing, investigating the thing. Cause I was just someone who would like listen to a podcast like yours in the car every week and be like, la, 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 like everything's fine. And now I'm on the other side of it, which is very interesting.
I can only imagine. I've always been a true crime person who's watched Dateline, 2020, you know, all throughout growing up. Sometimes, honestly, when I think back to the shows that I watched as a child, I'm like, why was I watching so many murder mysteries when I was like, I don't know, 8, you know?
Yes. Oh, yeah. My mom and I would watch America's Most Wanted together. And I'm like,
yeah,
I'm 9 years old. Like,
Yes.
This isn't like I'm sneaking and watching it. Like, my mom is sitting next to me on the couch and like we're watching this together. And I grew up in West Virginia where like I didn't have a house key until I went to college. Like we never locked our door.
Yeah.
And so I would lay in bed at night and be like, oh my God, some man is going to like come into the house and take me away. Cause I just watched America's Most Wanted at 9 p.m. on a Saturday. Really created this like boogeyman effect for me for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same. It's like, why was I watching To Catch a Predator? It's
so crazy.
But Trevin, would you like to start us off with our dreadful dilemmas?
Sure. I have a dreadful dilemma that I felt that Madison's opinion might really be used here.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like I learn about myself through the gripes of my wife. I think some of my body dysmorphia issues, I kind of learned through it. And now I'm also learning that I'm a terrible photographer. And I love movies and I love writing these stories. And I would love to direct something one day, but I seem to have a terrible eye for framing. And I get reminded of it a little too much. I just wish I was better at taking pictures. I think if I ever get bigger with the show, I'm going to have to just sign up for a photography class because I want to be so good at it. And I'm just like lining it up and I'm like, okay, looking good, girl. Like, we got this. And I take the picture and then she looks and goes, unusable.
Trevin, first of all, you don't need to take a photography class. I was a photographer for many years. And also, look at the framing right now. You're not even in the center of your frame as you're talking about how bad you are at framing. And I can't even write this.
Well,
I was
it's a big
thinking
desk.
that. I was thinking.
He's like, I don't know. I just seem to always get things out of the frame. It's like,
yeah, you got me on that one.
oh my God, I'm dead.
So funny.
I mean, you can't have it all though, Trevin.
I know, but I put so much effort into it. Anytime the camera's in my hand and the trust is on my shoulders, I'm like, I am not going to let you down.
But maybe that's the problem.
I try too hard.
Maybe the pressure you're putting on yourself, it makes you bad at it.
That's a very good point.
That really could be it.
You probably are overthinking
Like maybe just
it.
have fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to try to find a way to get a little more loose with it. Like when we were at our friend's wedding, Amanda wanted me to take a picture of her and our friend Molly. I was like, you really shouldn't put this in my hands. Like, this is too much pressure. And Amanda did this thing where she like closed one eye and went, and like she just kind of told me in the sky where to put it. And then I pointed it where she told me and I took a picture that was so good.
Yeah, you're capable.
I was going to say, look at other photos that you like. And then just in the beginning, just try to recreate those. Like, don't try to like get too creative with it and just get used to like mimicking other good photos. And then you'll learn like what you actually like about that photo and whatever. But I think just recreate right now in these early stages of your Instagram husbandship.
Okay, yeah, I need to work on that. I mean, if it was a cat or a dog, though, I'll knock your socks off.
Yeah.
But I can't take a photo of a person very well, apparently.
The number one thing, honestly, from a person who's taken many pictures of people, the number one thing is just don't give people a double chin. That's really the main thing. And like
Amen.
make them giggle while you're taking their photo.
The laugh. You got to get the laugh.
Yeah. But that is dreadful, Trevin. Not trying to diminish it. We'll work on it. Okay.
Thank you.
And you are now perfectly in frame, I must say. Well, I also have a dreadful dilemma. And mine is going to be kid related. Again, I'm sorry to my kids, but it has to be done. So my youngest, who her birthday, you guys, is coming up. She's going to be turning 3 in April.
Winnie was born on this show. I mean, not literally.
Yeah, I gave birth live on this show. No.
And we put headphones on her right when she came out.
No, but my daughter Winnie, she is addicted to Paw Patrol. So there's an iteration of Paw Patrol that is called Mighty Pups. Are either of you familiar? Probably not, right?
I
I'm
am
certainly
weirdly
not.
familiar with Paw Patrol because a friend of mine made the theme music for Paw Patrol. And that's like the most LA thing I could possibly say on this podcast, but it is true. It is true.
My dilemma has everything to do with the intro song, so please listen up. This is too good. Okay, so my daughter is obsessed with Paw Patrol, like I said. And there is a Mighty Pups version where the Paw Patrol, they get powers, and all of a sudden now it's kind of like the Mighty
Like
Morphing
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, like they're powering up. So anyway, there's a slight little change in the song a little bit, but instead of Paw Patrol, it's Mighty Pups. So every time we get in the car, Winnie wants me to play the freaking Paw Patrol or Mighty Pups theme song on repeat. And I'm not even joking.
Sounds like you've got a little ADHD lady on your hands because that's very me.
Maybe.
Like, I will play the same song on this 3-hour road trip the entire time, just on repeat.
The entire time. And it's not even a long theme song. Like, what in the hell? So it's like Paw Patrol, it's like really quick and then it's done. I use YouTube Music and we create like playlists for them and whatever, just to like have their songs on hand. And I was like, I have to find a solution to this. So I looked up the Mighty Pup song. And when I looked it up, you guys, no joke, there is a trap remix, like a rap trap remix of the Mighty Pup song. And it's an actual song length, like 2 minutes long. And it's so good. And it's such a vibe. It's like, mighty pups, here to save the world. It's like a bop, okay? Now I have it stuck in my head every day. That's the dreadful part.
Funny.
So are you begging Jordan to put it on in the car now instead of Winnie?
Yeah, I'm like, please, Mighty Pups, Trap Remix.
So funny. Like at the club.
Dude, it really is. It's like, if that song came on, I'd be like, ooh, you know? That and Baby Shark. I feel like there's so many good kids bops that like if they played it in the club, I would dance.
That's one thing I've learned about parents when I go out with them is they do have a strange attachment to their kid songs. Like I went out to a friend of mine's birthday where she wanted to do a karaoke party, and her and all the parents just kept taking turns doing Disney songs over and over again. And they're like, no, kids, we're going to celebrate, drinking and doing our own thing. And then they're just singing the kids songs the whole time.
Yeah, but Disney songs are so good though, too. Like A Whole New World. Come on, Trevin.
I know. I could just see you doing it,
That's so funny.
Whatever your kids are watching and whatever they're listening to, you are too. And it just like weirdly becomes a part of your everyday life. And then you start to weirdly like it. And that's when you know it's over.
I would be a horrible mother, I think. I mean, my kids at like 3 years old would be watching Gossip Girl and be in the car going like, oh my God, I can't believe that Blair and Chuck aren't together. And like, it would just be a disaster. So yeah, like no little Einsteins, none of that. Dora, You're not getting that. If you want to watch something in like Spanish, it'll be like a telenovela,
I love that. I don't think that's bad parenting at all. I let my kids watch some crazy things sometimes, but mainly they want to watch Paw Patrol. It's just, ugh.
They have the freedom of choice, at least, I guess.
Yes, they do. So, Madison, do you have a dreadful dilemma too?
I do. Maybe it's like I'm not in the right lane of what a dreadful dilemma is, but I will tell you what mine is for the week. I got pulled over in my car the other day for texting and driving. Horrible. I know. First of all, I live in LA. You cannot go faster than like 5 miles an hour because there's so much traffic. I'm not like driving 90 miles an hour like on my phone. And I looked over after I got pulled over and like everyone I saw at every stoplight was like on their phone. And I was like, this is ridiculous. But my dilemma and my gripe is they used to give you warnings. Like I remember a time back in my day, where if you got pulled over and it was the first time you were pulled over for something like speeding or texting or whatever, they'd be like, I'm going to issue you a warning this time. And then you'd be on your way and you're like, I'll never do it again. Right?
Right.
I've never been pulled over for being on my phone. And the guy like looked it up and was like, oh, you've never had like a ticket for this before. And then he was like, here you go. And like handed me a ticket. I literally looked at the guy and I was like, you guys don't give out warnings anymore?
What did
he
say?
Was like, nope.
No.
He was like, we don't do that anymore. Isn't that crazy?
No.
Like, is this really going to be something I tell people like back in my day, they used to give out warnings? Like they don't do that anymore?
That is an interesting point.
That's got to be some secret menu shit, though. It's still got to be given to some people, though.
I think it is secret menu shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't extended the secret menu in the parking lot of this Exxon while everyone pumping their gas is seeing me cry with eye patches on going, I was just responding to an email, sir. I'm so sorry. Like I had to get this email out. How embarrassing.
Is the fine pretty like high for those, like in comparison to a speeding ticket? Yet.
I'm like scared to look it up.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, I'm hoping it's nothing crazy. I don't get any points on my license because it's my first time. So I'm hoping the fine is small, but man, this man could not be moved. I cried. I mean, I bawled my eyes out. And then he was like, what are these?
And you cried in front of him? And he was just like, no warnings.
I cried before you even got to the car. I was like, I'm screwed. This sucks. Like, I'm like bawling. I'm on my way to therapy. I told him that too. I was like, I'm on my way to therapy.
Oh my God. No, I think he is just heartless for that one.
Yeah, I would have given you my car keys and my bulletproof vest and walked away.
I'm just this poor little sad girl with eye patches on who's crying on her way to therapy and like trying to respond to an email so that I get a job because I'm jobless. Like, you have no mercy for me. What?
None whatsoever.
None. Not even a little.
I'm on your side. You were in traffic. You had an email. Everyone and their mother was doing it.
Fully stopped. And he was next to me and I looked up and went, ugh.
That is the worst.
I wasn't like driving. I was stopped. Anyways,
That's
it's wrong. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
That's actually good to know, though.
Yeah.
Because how many times do people get on their phones at a stoplight or stopped, in traffic? If you're right next to a police officer, you're going to get in trouble.
You're going to get in trouble. They're going to go boop, boop, and then you're going to have to pull into the Exxon. And it's going to be the worst day of your life, for sure.
Oh.
And that hypocrite was looking at his big police laptop while driving.
They're watching movies on that, I swear. I swear they're watching movies. They're watching Paw Patrol. They are adult Paw Patrol.
Oh, shit. They're like behind the wheel, just like, I'm the real Chase.
It's like Chase is on the case.
They are the real Paw Patrol.
Oh, that is such a good tie-in there. Oh my God, I love that more than anything. So, Madison, this week I created a game because Trevin told me that not only are you a fan of reality television, but you've also been a producer before, correct?
Yes. I'm wearing my Sheena Shea merch.
Oh my God,
now.
I just now noticed that.
Thank you, Sheena, for the
It
sweatshirt.
really is all happening.
Yes.
Oh my God. You have no idea. That is so amazing. I have Fuck Me in This t-shirt.
Oh, I have that also.
Yes, I have that shirt. Yes, I should have worn that today.
Someone gave me that one for my birthday a couple years ago.
It's so cozy.
Yes. I'm very good friends with Sheena's sister, Courtney. She's like a good friend of mine.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh awesome. My God, she's so cute. Wow.
She's so cute. Yeah, they're the best.
I love Vanderpump, and there might be some Vanderpump mentioned in a few of these. So that's good to know. You might have an upper hand here.
Oh, and I need to shout out, not that anyone will care, but my very good friend now from the show, and I've had parties at his former restaurant, and I just have to thank him, is Tom Schwartz, my guy.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
no way.
He's the best. I know he gets a lot of crap for being kind of like golden retriever, and I just have to say that he's nothing but wonderful and justice for Tishwa.
Oh gosh, I am so sure of it. Like, I'm sure he has, not been the best in all scenarios. Nobody on a reality show has, but he does seem like a genuine good guy.
He's the best. He's so great.
Oh my God, I love that. Okay, so today's game for Madison is going to be called Petty Reality. This is the trivia game where petty crimes and reality shows collide.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I figured, Trevin, we'll just kind of go back and forth with the questions and I can go first, but all of these are going to be trivia questions. There will be 3 options and we'll just keep going and see how many of these you can get right. Okay, Madison, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm nervous, but I'm ready.
I'm nervous for you, but here we go. Question number 1. The first winner of which reality game show went to federal prison for tax evasion on the prize money they won? Is it A, Big Brother, B, The Amazing Race, or C, Survivor?
Survivor.
You are correct. Did you know that, or was that just a guess?
That was a guess based on, I know a lot about Big Brother winners and I've never heard that. And I feel like Amazing Race is a bit more wholesome. So I just like took an educated guess that it was Survivor.
Oh my God, you nailed it. So I have a little bit written about this because I thought it was fascinating.
I want to know. I don't know anything.
This is kind of wild. So Richard Hatch was the first ever winner on season 1 of Survivor. Afterwards, in 2006, Hatch was sentenced to 51 months in federal prison for evading taxes on his reality TV earnings. Again, in 2011, a judge ordered Richard Hatch back to jail after he failed to refile and pay his original tax bill from the Survivor win. He was then ordered back to jail after he failed to amend his 2000 and 2001 tax returns, spending 9 additional months in jail, and was freed in December 2011.
Wow. In his defense? I don't know. In a defense.
Yeah.
If you've already spent 51 months in prison for the thing, like you've already paid the price, right? In my mind, I'm like, well, I already did the time. Now do I really need to give the government the money? I already went to jail.
I like that
That's
defense.
He has to do it, but that would be my thought is like, I just spent years in prison.
Yeah, like what was that for?
Yeah, and now I still have to pay it? That seems crazy.
Well, great job. You just totally knew that one right off the bat.
And I liked your reasoning skills with it too.
Oh, you're going to be
Thank you.
so good at this. I can already tell.
I hope so. This will be very embarrassing if I'm not.
Question number 2. Which iconic true crime reality series has aired the most episodes? Is it A, Judge Judy, B, Cops, or C, Unsolved Mysteries?
Oh, wow. The most seasons?
The most episodes.
The most episodes. Okay. I think it's...
I can see her wheels turning.
I'm going to go Cops.
And you are incorrect. It's actually
Okay.
Judge Judy.
That was my second guess. I knew it wasn't Unsolved Mysteries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was torn between Cops and Judge Judy. I see them both on TV all the time, but I was trying to figure out which one I see more reruns of.
Because
that means they have less episodes.
Oh, I see.
Wasn't Judge Judy daytime television like daily there for a while?
I think so.
Maybe.
I just feel like I've seen so many of them multiple times, but maybe
Yeah.
they just all feel the same
They kind
Yeah.
of are.
because they're all kind of the same.
And once you see like the difference here in numbers, you're going to be like, whoa. But there are 7,164 episodes of Judge Judy. There's 1,100 episodes of Cops and 611 episodes of Unsolved Mysteries.
Holy, I mean, even 600 in TV, like land, that is so many episodes. You don't get 600 episodes of a show anymore.
Right.
That's crazy. 7,000. I mean, Judith Scheiman, is that her last name? She's rolling in money.
No, seriously.
Like, that's crazy. 7,000 episodes?
And that's
insane.
literally 6,000 more episodes than Cops, which I feel like there's so many episodes of Cops.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah. Lay the gavel down, Judge Judy.
Yeah, for real. I mean, if I could do it, I would do it, you know?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my God. Number 3. Are we ready here?
I think so.
Which popular reality show had one of its members arrested on a cast trip for stealing a pair of expensive sunglasses? You already know.
I already know.
Even though I know you know this, here are the
Yeah,
options.
for the viewers playing along at home.
And for Trevin,
Yeah, I guess.
is it A, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, B, Vanderpump Rules, or C, Southern Charm?
It's Vanderpump Rules, Jax Taylor.
Yes.
That was crazy. And he has now announced that he's sober because he has a cocaine addiction.
I know.
I just saw him on Super Bowl Sunday.
No way.
Yeah, I went to Jax's because Tom Schwartz was hosting like a watch party.
Oh, fun.
We've never like really spoken. He's been to a podcast party before once, but I don't think he knew it was a podcast party for me. So he was just there hanging out. Actually, funny story about that. He was there, I'm sure, to like hang out with Tom. he's like standing in the corner and I was doing a trivia night. It was like Y2K trivia. But then the bonus round was for people who would listen to the podcast. If you've listened, you'll know the answers to like these questions, like what year was my dad murdered and blah, 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 blah. So I did this like a little bonus round to kind of like promote the podcast. I read one of the questions and you can hear Jax in the corner go, her dad was murdered? Like he had no idea why he was there.
My
it was so funny.
Yeah, that sounds exactly like something Jax would do.
It was so
He's
funny.
like, how could I make this any more awkward?
It was so loud. It was like silent. And it was very funny.
Oh my God. But yes, you are 100% correct. I knew you would know this. But Trevin, let me just tell you a tiny little synopsis about this, okay?
Oh, please. And yeah, how do you say that last name?
His real name is Jason Couchy, but AKA Jax Taylor from the show Vanderpump Rules was arrested in July of 2015 while on a cast trip vacation to Honolulu, Hawaii. He was charged with second-degree theft for selecting and concealing merchandise valued at more than $300, aka expensive-ass sunglasses. Jax was sentenced to 364 days of probation, had to pay $350 to the store, $105 to the Crime Victim Compensation Fund, and $1,150 in fees and fines.
Way more than what those sunglasses were worth.
Yeah.
And he had the money to buy them. I think he just wanted to steal something. Yeah.
Yes. He just has sticky fingers, that little turd.
And that was like the first trip I think Brittany was on. I mean, it was like crazy. Brittany's his now ex-wife.
Yeah.
And she was like, Jax.
She's like,
she's so
Jax
crazy.
is in jail. We gotta bail him out, everybody.
So crazy.
Oh my God, I cannot. But yes, okay, so you've got 2 out of the 3 correct.
Okay.
For number 4, creators of what dating show have had multiple lawsuits filed against them with accusations of underpaying and underfeeding participants, lack of mental health support, and making contestants feel like prisoners on set? Is it A, Married at First Sight, B, The Bachelor, or C, Love is Blind?
It should be all of them probably, but it is Love is Blind.
Yes! Oh my God, it really should be all of them, honestly.
Yeah, I'm like, you're describing behavior I've heard from The Bachelor. I've never heard of really anything about Married at First Sight, but definitely The Bachelor.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. I hear so many things like that about reality shows. There have been 3 lawsuits filed by contestants in total. Most recently, in December of 24, the National Labor Relations Board filed their own lawsuit for classifying the contestants as, quote, participants instead of employees, therefore subjecting the cast to unlawful terms and conditions.
Whoa.
Yeah, I saw that recently. The contestants are the ones that have filed complaining about the bad conditions, but I did find that to be pretty interesting that there's a whole other lawsuit about calling them employees, participants, contestants. I guess there's like a whole...
I think they're trying to unionize, actually. I think reality contestants are really actively trying to unionize and join, like, there's so many film and TV unions, but I think they're honestly trying to latch on to like whichever one will take them in, whether it's like SAG or like even the Writers Guild was like, you can come to us. Like there's so many different ones, but I wonder where they're going to end up falling, but it'll be really interesting. And I know, I mean, I don't know if you're going to bring her up later or whatever, but Bethany Frankel is part of this like movement to unionize the reality people, which makes me not want them to do it because she's so crazy and I can't stand her, but I do support them.
No, I know.
If they want to do it, that's great. But like, get a new spokesperson because you're making it really not likable for me.
That's exactly how I feel. Yeah. Should there be compensation for when things re-air and get on a new streaming service? I think that should definitely be a thing. But yeah, Bethany Frankel, my Lord.
Yeah. I'm like, you need a new president because she's not the one. Also, crazy story about her. I don't know if you ever watched Bethany Gets Married, the reality show about her. So her assistant, Max, that's like there, and then he gets fired for asking her like husband for a condom at a party.
Oh, God.
Is like a good friend of mine in LA.
No way.
And I had no idea that it was him. And I've known him for like over a year. And we were talking the other day and he was like, oh, like I was on that show. So my friend and I like turned it on the other night and we watched the whole season. And we were like, oh my God, that's Max.
So do you like ask him about it now? Or are you like, so about that condom?
He's a stand-up comedian. And I'm like, I can't believe you don't put this in your stand-up. And he's like, but no one will know. And I was like, everyone will know. Like, you have to talk about this. Like, everyone will think this is crazy. Yeah, he needs to talk about it. I don't know why he doesn't. It's insane.
Yes. If I was on any Bravo show, I would use that. Come on.
Yeah, he wasn't really her assistant. He like got cast to do the thing. And like, yeah, it's the whole thing is so funny. But I'm like, he has to do a bit about it. It's so good.
Oh my God. Wow. You are giving us some amazing behind the scenes tea.
Are you drinking behind the scenes tea right now too?
I am drinking a coffee that I made at home out of my cat mom mug from Target circa 2000 whatever, long ago. I've been making coffee at home to save money. Oh, this economy, am I right?
We got an espresso machine for Christmas, and so we just make our own now too.
I want to do that. Yeah. So I've been making my coffee at home. I'm also not drinking alcohol right now. You didn't ask, but I've been telling everyone. And I haven't had alcohol all year.
Oh, wow. Good. Look at you. 2025. I see it all over
Isn't
your
that
skin.
Crazy. I guess you don't really know me, but it is crazy that I haven't had alcohol all year. I did dry January and then I was like, I can do February. It's a short month. And now it's March and I'm like, I can do March. So I'm like going to keep going.
Look at you.
I'm still doing drugs, but I'm not drinking.
That's okay.
I'm California sober according to everyone.
California sober is the way to be, honestly. Yeah. I mean, I'll have a drink every now and then, but it's basically just the weed for me.
Yeah. It's nice. I feel good.
Honestly, even though I don't know you super well, if you're hanging out with Schwartz and you're making it all these months, that's impressive.
It's funny. So he's actually starting a new podcast.
Okay.
And I recently did ketamine for the first time and we're going to do it together and then podcast.
No way. I'm tuning in. I have to know.
So funny. I don't know when it will be, but hopefully soon. But yeah, it's so funny. I was like telling him about it at the Super Bowl thing. And I was like, oh my God, I did it. And it was like the best time of my life. And I had the best time. Blah, blah, blah.
And he's never done it before?
I don't know, actually. I feel like he hasn't because he was asking me so many questions.
Okay.
But yeah, his podcast is like Detox Retox. Like one episode, he's like doing a detox with someone. And then the next episode, he like does something like crazy. And so for ours.
Oh my God. That's outstanding.
Yeah, so funny. I don't know when he's launching that, but he has already recorded stuff. So we'll see.
Damn.
Insider scoop, I guess.
Insider scoop. Listen up, everyone.
Wow, we don't get exclusives very often.
We really don't. Like, take note. So are we on to number 5 now? Let's see. Okay. And this is no shade to the state of New Jersey, but this question does revolve around that area. So number 5, out of the following New Jersey-based reality stars, which has never been arrested for a financial crime? Is it A, Teresa Caputo, the Long Island medium, B, Teresa Giudice from the Real Housewives of New Jersey, or C, Mike, the Situation Sorrentino from the Jersey Shore?
The medium?
Yes, you're correct. There you go.
My girl.
I mean, come on.
That's the only
now.
show I've actually seen from New Jersey. Fun fact.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I know who all the people are, but I have only seen the Long Island medium. Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
dang.
With you being a West Coast girl, do you try to stick to West Coast reality too?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. I do actually when I think about the shows I watch, but not on purpose necessarily. I am into the new New York.
Yes.
Real Housewives of New York. But yeah, it is weird. I mean, I grew up in West Virginia, which is like, I would consider East Coast-ish. But it's hard for me to like get into it. I love reality TV where like I kind of know someone on it because it makes it more fun to watch. It's very hard for me to get invested into like new random people. Like I'm watching the new season of Love is Blind and I'm like, I just don't care about any of you. Like I don't know any of you. I'm not invested in this. Like if you are happy or sad or get married or don't, I don't really care.
I know.
So yeah, I do kind of lean towards the West Coast. But West Coast, best coast. Listen, I said what I said.
We're just Midwesterners, so we're okay either way. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody's cooler than us.
Yeah. And that's so Midwest vibe. It's like, yeah, whatever. We love everybody. Everything's cool. That's so Midwest.
Yeah.
And we got the medicinal marijuana too. So that also helped with it.
It helps.
Oh, right. So you're on which side is that? Missouri?
Missouri.
You're in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yes.
Which is still so bizarre to me. And I really can't wrap my brain around it. And I never will.
Confusing.
Yeah.
Technically, Kansas City, Missouri was here before Kansas had a Kansas City or something like that. I could be so wrong. Don't quote me.
If you're hanging around the wrong type of Missouri people, they would remind you. Trust me.
Oh my God. So I digress. I have a little thing about Teresa and Mike the Situation to read to all of you really quick here. Teresa Giudice, star of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, was arrested and served time in prison for mortgage and bank fraud charges. She served 11 months in prison and 4 months of house arrest. She was released on December 23rd, 2015. Additionally, in 2014, Mike, the Situation, Sorrentino, was charged with tax evasion for failing to report almost $9 million in income. The reality star pleaded guilty in 2018 and began his sentence in January 2019. He served 8 months. Do your taxes, everyone.
I haven't yet.
Do your taxes. That's a good reminder for me. I actually have a Post-it note, which if you're watching this, I don't know if anyone watches the video. Do you post the video? I have a note that says taxes on it.
Taxes, yes.
Because I must.
I guess you have to do it. I mean, you don't want to end up like these New Jersey stars, I guess.
It would happen to us who make not $9 million, and then we're in jail for like $12K. It's like, come on. No
real.
warnings. No warnings.
Okay, number 6. During filming, Homeland Security surrounded a party bus looking for a cast member of which Real Housewives franchise? I have a feeling you already know this. Is it A, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, B, Real Housewives of New York, or C, Real Housewives of Potomac?
It was the infamous Beauty Lab parking lot in Salt Lake City. Shout out Jen Shaw, who has been, I don't know if you saw the Daily Mail article, fitness felons with Elizabeth Holmes. They're working out. What prison is that? Where do they give you headphones to listen to music and go on a run? She's like lifting weights. She's looking good. They must be letting her get filler and Botox still because her face hasn't moved a ton. So she's getting Luigi Mangione treatment because he's getting a haircut. Okay. So whoever's giving him a haircut is also injecting Jen Shaw. But she's looking good. And I can't wait to have her back in 2 seasons. I want to know everything. I want to know everything.
I know. They keep shortening her sentence too. So it's like she's gonna get out.
She'll be back.
Yeah, sooner than we think. But yes, you absolutely got that right. And what a crazy thing that they captured on film.
Bravo that day was like, we are the luckiest people on earth. I mean, they had no idea, obviously. And it's just so crazy. I mean, Jen, like, unmiking herself. I mean, the whole thing is like, even if you don't like reality TV or Real Housewives or whatever, you have to watch this specific episode if you like sort of this like petty crime stuff, because it's fascinating to see. I mean, they flew in from New York. It's like New York PD in Salt Lake City to arrest Jen Shaw. I mean, the whole thing is just absolutely crazy. Mm-hmm. And then I've never seen anyone go through that on television and then still film an entire season of a reality show. I mean, she came back and kept filming up until she literally walked into jail. So it's unbelievable. And I don't know actually if she's ever come out besides in court and been like, yeah, I did it. Like, I don't think she's done any like interviews or anything where she's like, yeah, I did it. This is what I did. So it's very interesting because she told all of her friends, like, it wasn't me. And then she pleaded guilty. So it's just a really crazy story.
It's very, very crazy. And you're right. I don't think she ever has, other than saying guilty in court. Not that I've ever heard. And she has somebody on the outside, like running her social media too still. So it's like an episode will come out. And if they bring up Jen, she'll like tell them what to say from the prison to them. And her accounts are still posting. And
wow.
I wrote it in this synopsis, Trevin. I don't know if you are familiar with Elizabeth Holmes, but yeah, they're in the same prison right now. And they're like doing workout classes together and everything. It's insane.
They're going to start a business.
Well, I was thinking they should do like a hybrid of Big Brother and Life After Lockup, but do Big Brother Life in Lockup and just be those two. That'd be cool.
I think they should put a prison together with like all of the reality TV people. There's so many, especially just from like Real Housewives that go to prison, and I want them all in prison together.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't kill anyone. Like, let's be real. Like, it's sad. And like Jen Shaw stole money from old people, and that's very sad.
Yeah.
But come on, give them a show.
No, seriously.
It would be good TV. It'd be like Arkham Asylum, but just Bravo people.
Yeah. Oh my God. Don't even get that idea out there, Trevin. Holy shit.
Okay, I guess I should probably expand on the answer here.
Okay.
Oh, and the answer is yes, it's Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. In season 2, episode 10, viewers watched armed officers swarm a party bus looking for housewife Jen Shaw. Minutes beforehand, she left the party bus claiming there was a family emergency, but was later arrested that day in March of 2021. She was charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud in connection with a telemarketing scheme and sentenced to 6.5 years in prison. However, her sentence continues to get reduced for good behavior, and she has made a prison friend who is also known to con people, Elizabeth Holmes.
Yes, but you already knew this, Madison. You are in the know.
Yes. With anything Salt Lake City, I know it. I love it. I've watched all the shows. Actually, to tease a little something, I just recorded a guest spot on the Spotify show Serial Killers. I'm the guest host. And
oh my God,
it was
congrats.
Super fun. Thank you. I had the best time. We did a 2-parter. They sent me a list of cases that we could do. So I picked a Mormon cult story. So it's going to be super fun. It comes out, I think, in April. And yeah, I'm really, really excited about it. And it was also kind of fun because I like got to go into like the Spotify studios and like I had to run my own teleprompter. It was like a very official thing. I've never done anything like that before, but it's an incredible episode, 2 episodes, and it's a really crazy story.
Oh my God.
But I picked it because I was like so obsessed with Salt Lake City.
I mean, I can't blame you. There's just so much in that little area in the United States. There's like a lot of weird things going down.
So much weird stuff. I mean, so much history too. Like, I just am so fascinated by like, it's the longest running cult, basically. It's really, really interesting that they're just so able to like operate so publicly, but also like
oh my God.
Lisa Barlow is the background on my phone. Like, I love Salt Lake City. I'm not like a Wendy's person. I don't even eat meat. I will go to Wendy's and get a Diet Coke like once a week in honor of Lisa Barlow.
Well, speaking of Lisa Barlow, she's had like a lot of ads lately.
My friend runs the socials for Wendy's.
No way.
They're obsessed with Salt Lake City. So yeah, so she's like always like posting on her story like BTS of like Lisa like holding up a Diet Coke, or they're at some event and Lisa's there, and it's like amazing. I'm so jealous every time. And Wendy's sponsors BravoCon now. Like, it's something.
Are you going to go to BravoCon?
Every year I'm like, oh, I want to go. Can any of my friends get me in? And I just never ask, so I don't go. But I would like never pay for a ticket. But if I can get in somehow, I will.
You need to get in and tell me everything.
I really want to go. I think it's coming back this year. So maybe that's like on my to-do list of how to like weasel my way in with someone and like get a guest
I'm
pass
sure
or
you
something.
could.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I think that that's probably enough of the game, right, Trevin? And you only got one of them wrong? Is that true?
Yep, she got 5 out of 6.
Wow. Well, you are a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
But she doesn't eat meat.
She doesn't eat meat, and that's okay. I rarely do too, and it really is all happening.
It really is all happening. I did it. I'm very competitive.
So, Madison, Trevin tells me you may have a petty crime confession that you want to tell us here on the show?
I do.
Oh my God, please.
Yes. So this is very funny. I am banned from all Uber apps. Every single one. There is not an app that company owns that I am able to log into.
What?
Now, if you ask me, I will say I just found a hack in their system. And if you ask them, I stole like $20,000 worth of food. So we have very different interpretations of what happened.
They're very different, yeah.
But I'll tell you the story. Back in like 2016, 17, my friend was like, hey, I found this hack on the Uber Eats app where you order food, it gets delivered, the restaurant gets paid, and then you put in the like help box, my whole order is wrong, period, no space after the period. And it just automatically refunds you. So like Uber will just like give you your money back. And the restaurant still gets paid, but like the company will just refund you for like customer service.
Oh,
and it's a hack where like, I guess they were testing it when they were like building the app and they never fixed it. It's like normally when you do like I need help with my order, you'll like talk to someone or email someone and then they'll sort of determine one item was missing and they'll refund you like a portion of your order or whatever. But this hack just does it automatically and it doesn't funnel through any human. And so for years, I was ordering breakfast, lunch, and dinner on Uber Eats, ordering for my friends, ordering for parties, like ordering all the time. And I would just put that little thing, my whole order is wrong, period, no space. And I would get refunded. So my whole account was like $200 charge, $200 refund, $350 charge, $350 refund, $20 charge, $20 refund for like several years across multiple countries.
This is amazing. Are you kidding me?
You said multiple countries?
I swear, it's like the truest story of all stories. It's so insane. And my friend showed it to me. And then, I mean, I can't even tell you how many people I told. So like, who knows, like how many people, and I don't know where she heard it. So like all these people, it's like this underground secret. And I ended up moving to Australia and I tried it there and it worked there too. And so I'm like an international white collar criminal, but one day I tried to do it and they were like, oh, like, thank you so much for your feedback. Like, we're going to send this off to someone. And if we deem that your order was wrong, we'll get you a refund. And I was like, oh, they fixed it. So I went to look like an hour or two later to be like, oh, what's the status on this? And I couldn't log in. I think someone who ended up like reviewing my account was like, oh my God, she's been doing this for forever. And so then I couldn't log into my like Uber rideshare app either. So I just went to like a different app. Like I just started using like Postmates and like they didn't have like a cheat thing. So I just kept ordering from there and like paying or whatever.
Yeah.
But then one day, it was like the middle of the pandemic. I think in 2020, Uber bought Postmates. And your login for Postmates became your login from Uber. And so I can't log into Postmates at all.
You can run, but you can't hide.
It went from like being the greatest crime of all time to such an inconvenience.
Such an inconvenience. And I Karen'd it a little bit. I emailed them and was like, I'm not able to log in. Like, I don't know what's going on. And then they emailed me back and they were like, oh yeah, that's because you stole like $20,000 worth of food from us.
They're like, okay, if you're going to make us say it. Okay.
And now I have Dash Pass and I'm happy to give them my money. And yeah.
At least you still have Lyft.
I have Lyft and DoorDash. And that's all.
Okay.
Those are the only two things I can use.
Oh.
I did a show in Australia. I was like on this TV show, like this true crime show. And they flew me out and they were like, oh, we're giving you like these Uber vouchers to use.
I'm like, no, you don't understand.
Like, so I had to like call my friend and be like, hey, can I log into your Uber account and like use these vouchers? Because I can't. So like, I need you to text me the code that it sends you to log in. And like, yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm a white collar criminal. And, you know, I'm really proud to be part of the takedown of this big corporation. And I'm glad that every restaurant got paid still. And you win some, you lose some.
See, that's the type of crime that I love, is we're like, okay, the restaurants are taken care of. I don't care if you take down a corporation, whatever.
It's Uber, whatever.
Like, yeah. But like, did you email them back after that? Or did they ever say anything else? It was just, that was it?
I never emailed them back. And I have an attorney like that is like on retainer. And I ask him about it all the time. I'm like, you think they could ever like come at me for this? And he's like, no, because it was like technically a glitch in their system. So like, it's not like you were like going in and robbing a bank. It's like if the bank was like, here's the cash. And then they're like, she stole the money. They had a glitch in their app that they never fixed. And so it's, yeah.
That is a good one though. I mean, respect.
Anytime somebody puts in an application to Uber, they just have a picture of you and it says, don't serve this person.
No, I like always like joked like, oh, there's definitely a photo of me like in the Uber headquarters that is like, I am like their most wanted person. But I'm sure if I was doing that, like, I'm not like a super smart, like calculated person. There are other people who had to have been doing this also. So yeah, it's very interesting. I do have a friend in Australia who used to work for Uber corporate. And he thinks it's so funny. And he was like, yeah, if we knew about that, like we would all like laugh so hard. That's so crazy. But yeah.
Wow. I mean, I guess someone probably did get their whole order wrong and then they just typed that in.
And then they figured it out. Yeah. It's got to be something like that, or someone who worked there told their friend or something, because like I heard it from someone else. And like, this was always my thing. I wanted to email them back and be like, but my friend told me about this. Like, I didn't like figure this out. Like, my friend told me.
It wasn't just me.
Yeah. My friend told me and like a bunch of people at the same time. And then, you know, we just all.
Damn.
I lived in DC at the time, and I'll just never forget. There's this restaurant, Ben's Chili Bowl. Barack Obama used to go there all the time.
Ooh.
And I ordered from them a lot. And my whole order is wrong. I ordered from them all the time.
Oh my God. I didn't even know it was a possibility to get banned from all Uber apps. Like that's
all Uber apps, because it's one login for everything, and they know my number. They hate to see me coming to try to log in. And I'll try like once a year, like, oh, maybe they whatever. No.
Maybe they forgot about me. Nope. Yeah. Banned.
They haven't. And it's embarrassing when like a friend is like, oh, we can split the Uber. Like, I'll just split it with you on the app. And I'm like, I'll give you cash, actually.
Okay. I physically cannot do this.
It's like that Black Mirror episode where you can get like blocked in real life, but like if Uber gets any bigger and they buy like DoorDash and Lyft and all that, you could be a millennial who can never move.
I didn't even think about that until they bought Postmates, and then I went, oh no. Oh no. That was like the pandemic. So it was like delivery was the thing. It was like you should get your food delivered because like you don't want to go outside. And I was like, all my options are like slowly disappearing. And some restaurants are like exclusively on Postmates, exclusively on Uber. And I'm like, I'll never be able to order from my favorite places ever.
That should be a dreadful dilemma also, because man.
Yeah, it's both. It's my white collar crime and my dreadful dilemma that I have to cook. Ugh.
Yep. Well, that story, I did not see that coming. That, like you said, you went to international waters even with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm impressed. If you wanted to, this is usually when we have you tell everyone where they can follow you. And if there's anything other than your show too that you want to talk about, or just remind them where to listen to your show, all of that good stuff.
Yeah, you can find the podcast wherever you're listening right now. This turns into an ad. And I'm Madison _McGhee on like literally everything. Ice Cold Case on most things, or Ice Cold Case Pod. And the show is coming back. So it's like serialized. So I do installments. Part 3 is coming on April 9th. And yeah, I mean, I've got these guest spots on serial killers, which I'm so excited about. The story is just like so bananas and crazy. And I am launching a new show in collaboration with the LA Times, which I'm really excited about.
What?
We're still in like development. We're about to record the first episode, but I do believe we're shooting for like a May launch. So that'll be really fun. It's a weekly show and I couldn't be more excited. Oh, and there's my cat.
Yay. Oh, beautiful markings.
I couldn't be more excited about this show because I sort of see myself as like a fake journalist. Like I am doing like journalist work, but I'm working now on this show with Christopher Goffard, who did Dirty John, and like just the most incredible journalists from the LA Times that are like superstar investigators. And I'm learning so much from them. And that is feeding into my show and how I'm investigating my dad's murder. And it's just going to be so incredible. But we're going to be doing like deep dives into their stories. And it's just going to be so amazing. And I can't wait for that show to drop. But that'll be really fun and exciting. And I haven't actually talked about that anywhere before. So
another exclusive.
I'm super, super excited. I haven't announced or told anyone. So it's going to be really fun and really cool, I think, for people to kind of get like behind the scenes scoop on sort of these really hot, heavy true crime stories that are coming out of the LA Times, but hearing from the journalists directly about like how they got that tip and what was it like knocking on the door of the grandmother of a suspected killer, and really to hear from people who are like on the ground doing this work in the most like factual way. I mean, the stories coming out of the LA Times to me are just like the best of the best. And I'm really excited to be kind of in the fold and involved with them. So it's going to be fun.
Awesome.
Wow. That is all very impressive and so exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
You should be so proud of yourself. And I'm excited to listen to every single thing you just mentioned.
Yeah, I know. So much in your ears. But if you like true crime and you like podcasts, I guess that's like the thing.
Yeah.
In the meantime thing is Ice Cold Case, which starts very soon. And I'm really excited to share the developments in this and sort of my evolution as a journalist and an investigator. There's a lot of like crazy, I mean, I'm like interviewing people in prison and people I've never met before, and they're my family. And it's just a really crazy story.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. Well, I hope that everyone who is listening goes and follows you and every amazing new project that you're working on. And
what new app you're crashing?
Yes. Everyone. I think we should all message Uber and try to get Madison reinstated.
I agree.
Justice for Madison.
Justice for Madison.
Yeah, I mean, I think like one more meal and I would have been next to Jen Shaw and Elizabeth Holmes in prison. So
would you have done it if it would have?
Yeah, seriously, debatable.
100%. 100%.
I thought so.
I could spend like 11 months of my life behind bars, especially like the prison it looks like they're in. I could do that.
That's probably better than my house.
They're working out. Like you said, there's Botox coming in and out somehow.
Yeah, I mean, that's better than what I'm doing right now. I haven't worked out in months. Sorry, I know we're trying to wrap this up, but my friend, he's amazing. He is a recovering addict. He's been clean for like 11 years. He was telling me that rehab was the best time of his life. He was like in a house on the beach in Santa Monica with like 8 dudes, and you don't have your phone and you don't do anything except like go on walks, go to the beach, ride bikes, play games. Like you're just hanging out basically for like months until you're like ready to go back out into the world. And he was like, it was the best time of my life. I always joke with him when I see him. I'm like, I just want to go to rehab so bad. I just want to go to rehab. That sounds so nice.
Sign me up. Are you kidding?
That sounds so nice. And now I've said that out loud so many times that my phone on like Instagram, my like funny posts are like, the first step to going to rehab is getting an addiction. I'm like, okay. Fine.
That's so nice though. Bicycle rides by the beach. Like, okay.
Yeah, we're being punished for not having an addiction. We should be rewarded for not having an addiction and get to go to rehab.
Yeah.
It's like working at a job where like everybody smokes and they get the smoke breaks and you're like, okay, so I'm doing more work and you're getting to go have a smoke break.
Right. I want a smoke break to do nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, we have had the best time chatting with you. And I hope that everyone out there remembers that no matter the crime, big or small, in the end, we're all doomed.
Doomed to swarm a party bus.
Bye. Bye.
See ya. Thank you for listening to this week's episode. If you want more fun with Amanda and I, join our Patreon. We've got movie nights, bonus content, and ad-free episodes. Find us on social media to watch clips and share your favorite reality TV moments. Do you have a petty crime of your own? Send your stories to livelaughlarceny@gmail.com or DM us. We need more listener story episodes. And help support the show by giving us 5 stars wherever you rate podcasts. Apple, Spotify, or Good Pods. It really helps.